Hello everyone, my name is Dmitry.
I am Vadim.
And I am Artyom.
We are students of Voronezh State University. We want to tell you about one of the most famous culture traditions of our city, Platonov Festival. We would also like to tell you about creativity of Voronezh famous writers and poets.
What is culture tradition Platonov Fest? This is an international arts festival named of Andrei Platonov, our co-citizen, one of the famous writers of 20th century. The festival is held in Voronezh in June. People from Voronezh and Voronezh region, including politicians, businessmen and celebrities, visit this annual event to enjoy brilliant performances, such as street theater parades, literature discussions and other interesting activities of modern writers, poets, actors, musicians and artists.
Without any doubt, we can say that Andrei Platonov is an outstanding person, but we must remember that there are also so many fabulous people who influenced the traditions and culture of Voronezh city. Let us acquaint with some of them. Shall we start our culture tour?
There are no other values that don't perish. In days of the clean breach, let you at least do carefully cherish, however, living speech. As you might have guessed, this is a piece of composition by Ivan Bunin, who was the first Russian writer to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. He was noted for the strict artistry with which he carried on the classical Russian traditions in the writing of prose and poetry. The texture of his poems and stories is considered to be one of the richest in the language. What's more, this outstanding person was born exactly in a Voronezh province, which gave him affiliation and good material to create his impressive poems and novels. Best known for his short novels, The Village, Dry Valley, his autobiographical novel The Life of Arseny, the books of short stories Dark Avenues, and his diary, Cursed Days. Well, let's move to the next point of our culture tour.
Alexei Vasilievich Koltsov is another famous Russian writer whose native land is Voronezh area. His poems, frequently placed in the mouths of women, stylized peasant life songs and idealized agricultural labor. Koltsov earnestly collected Russian folklore, which strongly influenced his poetry. He celebrated simple peasants, their work and their lives. Many of his poems were put to music by such composers as Mussorgsky and Rimsky-Korsakov.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Does it ring a bell? Almost every person knows this poem since their childhood, and almost everyone remembers Samuil Yakovlevich Marshak, who was a Russian and Soviet writer, translator, and children's poet. He translated the sonnets and some other of the works of William Shakespeare, English poetry, including poems for children, and poetry from other languages. By the way, Maxim Gorky, another famous Russian writer, proclaimed Marshak to be the founder of Russia's children's literature. Let us finish by saying that we are fiercely proud of the fact that we live in the place where such prominent people lived and created. We believe that being citizens of Voronezh, we must know, remember, and glorify cultural traditions of our native city. Thank you for your attention, and remember, you are always welcome to Voronezh.